Have you ever felt like time is slipping through your fingers, like a thief in the night? One day you're graduating, dreaming of the future, and the next, you're looking in the mirror, wondering where the years went. That's exactly how I felt. Life, with its relentless demands of work, family, and a million tiny obligations, had pulled me and my best friends apart. We went from sharing everything to sharing the occasional happy birthday text. The vibrant colors of our friendship had faded to a dull, nostalgic gray. It was a random Tuesday when it hit me. I was scrolling through old photos on my phone, a digital scrapbook of a life that felt like it belonged to someone else. There we were, me, Liam, Chloe, and Ben, laughing on a beach, covered in sand and sunshine. The ache in my chest was so real, a physical weight of missed moments and unspoken words. I realized I wasn't just missing them, I was missing a part of myself. That night, I sent a message into our long-dormant group chat. Is anyone else feeling lost in time? The replies came faster than I expected. Chloe, now a high-powered lawyer, admitted she felt like a robot running on caffeine and deadlines. Liam, a teacher beloved by his students, confessed that he missed the easy and complicated laughter we used to share. And Ben, who had traveled the world, said that no exotic landscape could fill the void left by his oldest friends. It turned out we were all stranded on our own separate islands, staring at the same ocean of regret. We decided then and there that we had to do something, not a vague "let's meet up soon," but a concrete plan. We called it the Time Reclamation Project. It sounded a bit dramatic, but it felt right. Our mission, to steal back one weekend from the clutches of adulting. No spouses, no kids, no working males, just the four of us, like it used to be. We booked a small cabin in the woods, the kind of place where phone signal goes to die, forcing you to actually look at the people you're with. The first few hours were awkward. It was like meeting charming strangers who just happened to know all your embarrassing high school stories. We talked about mortgages, promotions, and the rising cost of organic kale. It was the adult-approved script. Safe and predictable. We were polite, we were pleasant, but we weren't us. The old spark, the effortless connection, was buried under years of separate lives. I started to worry. Had we waited too long? Was our friendship just a relic, best left in a dusty photo album? The breakthrough came that evening, around a crackling bonfire. Maybe it was the mesmerizing dance of the flames or the shared bottle of cheap wine, but the mask started to slip. Liam, ever the storyteller, began recounting the disastrous camping trip from our college days, the one involving a rogue raccoon and a collapsed tent. Suddenly, we weren't a lawyer, a teacher, and a world traveler anymore. We were just for kids again, howling with laughter under the stars, the sound echoing through the silent woods. That night, we didn't just reminisce, we truly talked. Chloe spoke about the immense pressure she was under, the fear of not being good enough despite all her success. Ben admitted that his globetrotting was less about adventure and more about running away from a feeling of being untethered, and I confessed my own fear. The fear that I had let the most important connections in my life wither and die. We shared our vulnerabilities, our failures, our secret anxieties. It was messy, it was raw, and it was the most honest conversation we'd had in a decade. We realized that finding lost time wasn't about recreating the past we couldn't go back to, being those carefree kids on the beach. We were different people now, shaped by our triumphs and our heartbreaks. Finding the lost time was about bridging the gap. It was about introducing our current selves to each other and building a new foundation, one strong enough to support the weight of our adult lives. It was about seeing the lines on each other's faces and knowing the stories behind them. The rest of the weekend was a beautiful blur of inside jokes, lazy hikes, and comfortable silences. We cooked together, making a chaotic and delicious mess in the tiny kitchen. We played the silly card games that used to keep us up all night. We didn't solve all our problems, and the world didn't stop turning. But for 48 hours, we found our anchor. We rediscovered that unique magic of friendship, the feeling of being completely, utterly seen and accepted for who you are, past and present. Driving home, the car was quiet, but it was a different kind of silence. It wasn't awkward, it was full, full of gratitude, understanding, and a renewed sense of connection. Our group chat is no longer a ghost town. It's alive with daily nonsense, genuine support, and plans for our next time reclamation project. We don't talk every single day, and we still have our own busy lives, but the foundation is solid again. The colors of our friendship are vibrant once more. So if you have friends you've lost to the currents of time, don't just let the memories gather dust. Send that message. Make that plan. It might be awkward at first, and you can't turn back the clock. But you can wind it up again. You can build new bridges and create new memories. True friendship isn't about never drifting apart. It's about having the courage to find your way back to each other. It's about realizing that some connections are too precious to be lost in time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to connect with those who matter most.